one of teacher training for Tandem EDU. This session we really don't have any video, it's mostly audio. We're going to go over the hostess role, our COVID protocol, and then the copy procedure for each of our alliances. So your hostess is the person who is your go-to person when you're on campus. The hostess is going to be your liaison between the Tandem program and between the facility. Your hostess is there to meet any physical needs you have while you're on campus. So what does that mean? Well, if you need some whiteboard markers, if you need a whiteboard eraser, if you need hand sanitizer, any of those types of physical needs, your hostess is the one that can help you with that. Your hostess can also help you with technology needs. So for example, all of our classrooms will have a projector, and you'll need to connect your laptop to that projector. Your hostess is the person that can help you with that. Okay? If you're teaching science, your hostess can help you get out the supplies, show you where the supply cabinet is, get you set up with all of that. Your hostess is also the one that's going to make copies for you. We don't expect you to make copies at home. Each of our hostesses does have a dedicated computer, a dedicated printer for Tandem copying. Your hostess will email out the copy procedure. The procedure is a little bit different at each of our campuses, so you can expect to receive that email about probably a week to 10 days out before we actually begin. But they will explain the full process. A lot of the hostesses just need the documents about a week ahead of time, need the originals so they know, what to print out for you, and then they'll have it there for the next week. Your hostess is also the person that's going to get you all of the supplies that you need. So for example, if you need some blank sheets of paper, you need note cards, you need glue, you need tape, any of those kinds of office supplies, your hostess is the go-to. Your hostess basically has a portable office. So, anything that would be in an office, she has access to. Staples, paper clips, all that kind of stuff. Your hostess is also going to be the one that's going to organize events. They're going to organize socials. They're going to organize the back-to-school orientation that we're having. If you haven't received that information from your hostess, you can expect it by the end of the week. We encourage all of our teachers to be there. We don't require it. It's not a full-blown orientation. It's more of a fellowship. We've found over the years that when students come in and they start the Tandem program, they start with this deer in the headlights, scared to death look. They don't know what they're getting into, college they think it's going to be very intimidating. So we found that if we just do a soft start and just have a fellowship, people come much more relaxed that first day. And it's just much better for everybody. So if you can make it to that, great. And again, those details will be coming from your hostess in the next week or so. Let's see, your hostess will be reaching out to you with her contact information and preferred method of contact. Some of them prefer email, some of them prefer text messages. So you'll get all of that information from your hostess. All right, any questions about your hostess and what her role is going to be? All right, awesome. So I'm going to move into our COVID protocol. So I was just sharing with the hostesses in our first training earlier today that we didn't have a single COVID spread at any one of our campuses. And that's a testimony to our hostesses and how well they did with their cleaning protocol. They would clean before and after our students were there. They took temperatures. They just took a lot of precautions. So as we return in the fall, at least where we are today, and as you all know, this changes daily, where we are today, we're planning to return without social distancing. We're planning that the teachers will be in the classrooms and the students will rotate into the classrooms. We had the students in dedicated classrooms last year. We found that they got really bored and antsy. They need to get up and move during that 5-minute break before class. So we're going to allow the students to move again this year. We're going to keep a close eye on things, and if we need to bring back temperature checks, if we need to bring back social distancing, all of that, we're certainly going to open to do that. You'll have wipes, you'll have hand sanitizer available. Science classes, you'll have masks available. We encourage masking during experiments because they're usually on top of each other. And again, certainly everyone's welcome to wear a mask, whatever your comfort level is. Let's see, I talked about the copy procedure. So your lesson plan will tell you when to make copies. It'll say, you know, make a copy for each student. All of the copies are black and white unless your lesson plan says otherwise. And I can really only think of one, maybe two instances where the lesson plan specifically says to make a color copy. For the most part, we use black and white copies, and that's all that we're authorized to use. So, all right. All right, do you have any questions about what I've covered so far? All right, so that concludes the first session. Thank you.